Good morning everyone, my name's Andrew McCready. Today I'm one of the supervisors at Sydney Comms, and my main job today is to be the supervisor for the mobile command centre, the MCC behind us. That's MCC Bravo. We have two of those, so Alpha and Bravo. And we'll be able to man one of them, so we man the second one on demand if we have another mate. So that's myself and one of the operators who's currently on the bus. He's in there setting it up for us, and I'll show you over today quickly over the MCC. So you can see at the rear of the vehicle there are steps up into the vehicle, and on the other side you'll see a bit later the pods open up to make it much roomier inside. You've got a computer screen on the left hand side so that we can put up messaging for any of the firemen that come up and take shelter under the awning, and the senior officers for meetings, to give sit reps to everyone so they know what they're doing. And on the roof you can see all the aerials, the weather station, the satellite dish, and all the aerials for all the radios and the computers inside the internet. Okay, and there's also a set of steps on the left there, so the fires, when they turn up, they can climb the steps there, tap on the window and speak to the incident commander to get tasking, and they'll have meetings inside for the incident command teams to run the incident. Now we might go for a wander and have a look on the truck.
So how many people are on this at any given time?
So we've got two people manning the truck, but we usually try and keep down to two senior officers on the truck. So you'll have the two operators in the room at the end and the two officers there, but they might have another 10 people in there having a meeting, anywhere from police officers, ambulance officers I should say, might be people who own the building, anybody else who might be involved in the incident. We brought in for a meeting with the incident management team so they know what's happening at the incident and what they're tasked to do.
Excellent. Let's go inside.
Thank you. So you can see the whole room looks very white, which is probably looks a little bit odd, but it's all whiteboard. So we can scroll all over the walls, anything from phone numbers to communication plans, incident management plans, who's on the incident management team, just any sort of information we might need to run the incident. We've also got computers, so these are two TVs, these are just projections of the computers that are behind you. So there's 5 computing stations on the truck, 2 of them in this room, 3 of them in that room, and they can all be displayed either on the TVs outside or the TVs inside, so that anyone coming on can quickly look up the information they need. Now this is Mark Jenner, he's our operator, he's the genius that runs all the computers for me. I know how to do it all, but he knows how to do it all better, basically. So I get involved to some degree with the incident management team, with planning, not as the planning officer, but planning and helping, making sure that the fires are fed with meals and organising, that we have enough fire trucks arriving and they're arriving at the correct time. Mark is more involved, same computers as you saw upstairs with the AAA operators. We can do almost everything they do upstairs except for take AAA calls down.
Just a quick question that came through at the very end of our live from upstairs. If we get someone who calls in who speaks another language, what happens with their calls?
We link them in with an interpreter service. We need to try and work out what language they're speaking first. Makes it a lot easier. We had one incident where one of the operators actually spoke Spanish, and obviously most of our operators don't speak other languages, so we look into an interpreter service to come on and we have a 3-way conversation between the interpreter and the non-English speaker.
Perfect. So,
Just wrap it up.
okay, thanks for showing us.
Thank you.